sport you're not good at?
A sport I'm not good at. Haven't found it yet.
Myles, Lions offensive coordinator John Morton said this week that he complimented your guys' defense a lot, but also said that you guys haven't faced a running game like theirs. What are your thoughts on that?
He's entitled to his opinion. He hasn't seen a defensive front like ours, and he's entitled to say what he wants, and we have the privilege to see who's right, and I think it'll be a battle of ideologies, and I think our DC also has some things to say, and we have to be the ones to put it into action, and so we have to meet and see who's right.
Myles, have you ever had an offensive lineman scream at his quarterback to run before Sunday?
Oh yeah, not the first time, but first time that it got caught on the mic, so I had something to back it up.
Myles, what does make their run game maybe unique from the ones you have seen? Different, unique from what you've already seen?
I won't take anything away from the offensive line. They are getting after guys, moving guys, and they like to be aggressive, and they stick to blocks. And them doubles happen, getting guys out the way, as we saw in the Ravens game. And the diversity they have in the backfield with 0 and 5, really makes them difficult to handle. One being a little bit more of a bruiser, but still having speed, and the other being running hard, but a majority being speed.
What about those two tackles, Myles? Is that as good a tandem as you guys will see all year?
Have seen all year, on paper, but we got to go out there and show it. They might be able to say the same thing. It might be the two best ends that they've seen all year, but we've got to go out there and prove it. That's what the game's all about.
What about it seems like this football team really reflects its head coach's personality. I mean, they bring so much physicality and intensity to the game. Is that what that you guys are expecting from them, and what you plan on outworking them on or outdoing them on?
Yeah, it's going to be a physical battle, and we're not unaccustomed to those kind of matters being in the AFC North. So, got to go in there with the helmet buckled and ready to go. It's going to be a physical affair for the 4 quarters. They said they're not going to go away from the run, so we have to be able to force them to do that. So, looking forward to it being as physical as they want to, because they're stubborn, they're aggressive. Their coaches, he has that doggedness in them. So, we have to play a game they don't want to play.
Well, I know you guys are always obviously trying to create as much pressure and wreak as much havoc as you can as a D-line, but when you have an offense like this one where Goff just has so many skill players around him that can make big-time plays, how much more imperative does that pressure at the jump become for you guys?
It's huge. At the end of the day, they want to get out to their skill players, and they have them in all positions. So, they're going to want to get out quick. They don't want to have to hold on to the ball, because it's not a good play for them if they don't get it out to one of those guys who can make plays. So they're going to get it out quick as much as possible. So we have to frustrate them early. Put hands on them, get pressure on them, knock down balls, and stuff the run game as much as possible.
You talked about a battle of ideologies. Is it their physicality versus your physicality? Is that what you meant, or was there something else scheme-wise that you're referring
to? Yeah, they want to run the ball as much as possible, and we love stopping the run. And our DC is very much stuck in his ways, and wanting to be stubborn, and this is how we're going to do things. We're gonna man up on the outside, and we're going to get after guys with 4, and they want to get the ball out quick, want to get to their skill guys, want to get to the perimeter, and after that they want to go downhill on you. So I think those two ideologies will come to a head this Sunday.
Their numbers kind of went viral for their pass rush win rate against the Packers. I mean, when you're playing and you're seeing them
succeed in that area. How does that help you? How does that help the rest of the defense? And how can that carry over into this week and then even just the rest of the season?
Well, it helps because they make plays. That helps everybody. At the end of the day, we want to win. So, whether it's me, whether it's League, Mason, any of the guys, want to see any of us succeed and be able to get to the quarterback and making plays, getting the ball out, whatever it is. And when you get down to the smaller details, it helps get chips, double teams off of myself, Zay, Alex, and those guys inside. You have to decide who you're going to slide to and who you're going to chip. I mean, you really have to pick your poison from that point. But you have to be consistent.
Mason was drafted here to be disruptive, and he's off to a good start. How impressed have you been with the impact he's made, just even in the early season?
He's looked good. He's looked good. Each game he's really taken a step. Whether that's looking a little bit better, with his move, with his progressions, or just having an attention to detail with the plays. I'm looking forward to what he'll do this game because they take pride in their run game, and we have to be physical on the inside, and if they want to bounce it outside, me and Zay have to be there.
How can interior pressure disrupt the pass game differently than pressure from the edge?
I mean, edge rushers get a lot of glory for coming out the edge and getting strip sacks, but quarterbacks hate inside pressure more than anything, not being able to step up and step into their throws, getting in their eye line. Those things are more frustrating than us. We can have a great game, get the ball out, get sacks, but if they do that, they're applying constant pressure. That keeps them completely frustrated the entire game.
Myles, how is their propensity to go for it on fourth down, that aggressiveness that Dan Campbell has? How does that change your approach, like on third down? Like yesterday, Jim Schwartz was mentioning 3rd and 10. Yeah, you give up 7-8 yards on third down. Punt team's coming out. You can live with that, but you can't do that with Detroit.
It doesn't change my mindset. At the end of the day, we're trying to get them off the field, whether it takes 3 downs or 4 downs. Whether it's 3 and out, we take the ball away from them. At the end of the day, we're on the field until we get them off of there. So it's just their choice to decide what number that's going to be.
3 of your first 4 games here, you're going to be facing elite pass rushers. Start with Trey Hendrickson, Michael Parsons, now Aiden Hutchinson. Do you take each of these matchups as an opportunity to solidify that you are the best defensive player in the league?
Well, I'm not matched up with those guys. The matchups are with the tackles, and they've been touted early on in last year for the success that they had, and so I take pride in coming out on top in those matchups, and we have to dominate there on the edges if we want to win, as well as inside.
Did you see that shot that Quinshawn got off on Michael last week?
I've been there.
Can you just address, though, he obviously likes to play a physical brand of game, and just in general how this rookie class has played. We've talked about Mason, Q, Carson, right on down the line, how good this young group has been for you guys.
They've really come on quick. At least in my opinion, you don't want to rely too much on rookies making plays so early on. You can't tell someone you're too young to make plays or it's not your time yet, and you got to put them in there when the time calls. And we knew we had to allow them to get in there and step up and make plays right away because they were ready to do it, and they've shown that. It was not only what they did in the meeting room, but going right onto the field and making an immediate impact. It's really special watching them work from Quinshawn to Carson to Aiden to Mace. Those guys have shown improvement so quickly and been so thorough on their work and their details. It's really nice to see how much they've grown in this short of a time, from off season to now, and how much they'll continue to grow if they choose to follow the work as they have now.
Along those lines, how much more confident does it make you about this team's future? I know it's just 3 games in, but how much more confident does it make you about the team's future, seeing that you have so many young guys who are stepping into big roles so soon?
I mean, I've always been confident. It's just a matter of consistency. not losing it when the rough time comes. You lose the game you should have won, or maybe you have a 2-game skid like we had early on. Guys, keeping the faith, remaining focused, and coming together instead of separating when the times get rough. And I haven't seen any hints of that this year.
Joel was extra emotional last week, probably because he didn't know until Sunday morning he could play. You two have been here the longest, so I just want to ask you what you appreciate about Joel as a teammate and a competitor.
Appreciate that he's the same guy every day. He's always helping out however he can with the offense. He speaks up when he needs to. He's never shied away from sharing his opinion, and he just comes to work. He never complains, and he just gets after it. Whenever his number is called, he steps up and makes the plays that we need to, whether that's going in and blocking an edge rusher that's coming down, or a highly touted 3 technique. He doesn't run away from those matchups. He doesn't shy away from it. He looks forward to those kind of things because he knows he's one of those guys as well.
Myles, as a leader of the team and someone who we see motivate the guys before games and stuff like that and give the sort of a little pregame thing, does it make your job a little tiny bit easier when you have something like this where, where John Morton kind of throws down the gauntlet for you?
Does it make it easier?
To get the guys fired up for a game like this, that you've got to go against a team that scored 90 points in each of the last 2 weeks? I mean, does it make your job easier?
I mean, no. Well, they've scored 30 in the last how many games they've averaged that. At the end of the day, that's last 3 games. They have to do that on Sunday, and that's not guaranteed. They have to show up and be those same guys. When the time calls at 1 o'clock, and we have to show them that they can't be that.